Hi Moto fans, welcome back to Moto Curves and Curls. My name is Amanda, and in today's video we are going to talk about what I pack on my long distance motorcycle trips and actually how I pack. This is a two-in-one video just for you guys. Let's get started. If you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date with all of my latest videos. Let's get started on this video. Okay, you guys, I am out here in my garage. It is really cold outside. I believe it's like 30 degrees outside. And I'm going to actually show you how I pack while I'm telling you what I pack. So let's start. The first thing is I have a travel rack, and I'm gonna go ahead and install that. Okay, you guys, this is pretty basic. I just attach it here. And I have to remove my little magnet pieces. Set that right here. And you just line them up. Snap it in. And snap it in. Now it is attached. And voila, there you have it. On to the next thing. Now that we got the rack mounted, I am going to go ahead and start from here first, and then I'm going to work my way out. I know some people go from the outside and work their way in, but I'm going to show you why I do it from this way and working my way out right now. So this is the duffel bag that I use. I got this at a Army supply shop. They have amazing motorcycle luggages that you can get on Amazon. But I kind of wanted to do something a little different. I didn't really see something that I liked and something I could actually carry. Because I have a really bad back, I needed to make sure I was able to put it on both shoulders of my back to make sure I wasn't going to cause an injury. It holds so much stuff. So right now I have my clothes in here. I have my toiletries in here. I have anything and everything that I need to, whether I need a change. And it's very easy to get to, and all I have to do is just open it. Got a little closer here. Close it like this. And honestly, this is a really big bag, and I didn't use but half of this with all of my clothes, shoes, or extra shoes that I had, and it came with carabiners, which comes in handy, and I'm going to show you that in a little bit. On the back, you can see they have a little strap here, but I'm going to show you what I do with these straps to make sure it stays nice and secure on my bike. So I'm going to go ahead and place that on the passenger seat, just like this. All right. And hey, now I go ahead and just strap this like such. And I just strap it to my sissy bar, and don't worry, it's going to get tied down even more. Right, the next thing I'm going to start packing, and the thing that I obviously needed, was my tent. And this is from Best Sports, and this is a two-person tent. I believe this was a all four-season tent, I believe. The reason why I got a two-person tent was because I wanted to make sure I was able to bring all of my gear in there and out of the elements, like my helmet, my rucksack, anything that I needed was able to fit in my tent. Also, I had room in my tent. This came in handy with rain because we hit a little bit of rain, and it definitely worked with 40-mile-per-hour wind in Arizona. So I'm going to go ahead and set that right here. Next thing I'm going to pack, and what I did pack, was a sleeping bag. And this is a little bit small. This is an adult size sleeping bag, but it was a little bit small. Wasn't bad, it was comfortable. So I'm going to go ahead and place that here. Now, obviously that's not going to hold on my bike, so you're going to need some type of straps. So these are the straps that I bought. These are called rock straps, and I really like these straps. These are way better than bungee cords, and I'm going to show you why. So you get these kind of straps like this, and then you're going to get the longer ones like this. And I'm going to kind of show you how I connected everything onto my bike. You can kind of put them in. So you're going to need a long one, and you're going to need one of these pieces. So I'm going to go on the other side. All right. And I'm going to grab this strap and bring it on this end and snap it together and put all of the weight that I can on here. Now that is secure. The next thing I pack is my tank bag, and normally I keep this on my bike at all times. It just depends on where I'm going, but in this tank bag I normally carry any of my phone chargers or my external battery or portable battery, any loose wires and stuff like that. I also keep my insurance and my registration in here because it's just easy access and I'm not having to dig for it, and that's where I keep all of that at. And I also keep my national park pass in here so I can just pull it out, don't have to fumble for anything. This is also waterproof. It comes with a case just in case it rains. I never used it, and again I got rained on and nothing in here ever got wet. Okay, that is pretty much everything that I actually put on the outside of my bike. All right. So on my right saddlebag, normally I keep all of my like equipment, emergency stuff in here. So I have a tire repair kit that goes in here. I have my mini air compressor. This works wonders, especially depending on where you're at, different climates, things like that. Your pressure changes in your tires and you want to check that often. So I keep that. I keep a first aid kit. I do keep a toolkit in here as well, and some jumper cables. I got my little Harley Davidson kickstand, my knife. I keep my baklava, my extra pair of gloves, knitted cap, a hat, and a little windbreaker / mask as well. And I kind of just stick this in here like that and kind of roll it up. Sleeping mat. This also came in handy, especially because I have a really bad back. This kept me off the ground, kept me from laying on any kind of hard surface like rocks or anything like that. All right, and this goes in here. The next thing I put in here is all of my camera equipment and an extension cord. You want to have an extension cord, especially if you're moto camping, even if you're in a hotel room, so you could charge multiple things at a time. So that is really all I pack in here on this side. And occasionally I do pack my camel bag in here. That's if I'm not using it. Go ahead and pack this for demo purposes. All right, this side's ready to go. Let's go to the left. Now that we're on the left side of my saddlebag or left side of my bike, the things that I keep on here, let's kind of move this out the way. I always keep my little girly bag in here, and this really, all it has is like a spare key, some bug spray, my helmet lock, a lighter, and some feminine product. This in here, but that's where this goes. The next thing that I put in here is my bike cover. It's a little messed up, but I kind of stuff it in here so it's easy to get access to, and that's normally where I keep it at. So there's that. The next thing that goes in this side of my saddlebag is going to be my cook set. This is nice, it's convenient, easy to clean. I love it. So that goes in here. And I also brought 2 portable lights, and this is what they look like. They run off of AA batteries, I believe. And all you do is open it, super, super bright, hooked up on the inside of my tent, easy to hold. So I set this in here. I also set my fuel cartridge in here for my stove. And this stuff I bought at Walmart. It was like $2, $3. And I have like half of a bottle left. And I did a lot of camping. I did a lot of cooking. And yeah, I didn't use the whole bottle. And I went to, I believe I did, my first run was 15 states. And then my other run was, I believe, 8 states. I did them back to back, June and July, and still have almost a half of a cartridge left. So I end up putting that in here. The next thing I also recommend getting is I bought these little mini sprays at, I believe, Cycle Gear. One's anti-fog and the other one is rain repellent for my helmet. So I throw that in there. I am done packing both of my saddlebags. Okay, you guys, there are a few items I do want to mention that I also bring with me, and that is one, a microfiber towel. And normally I just set this aside, or I put this right here on the side of my rucksack and have it in there. If it's still a little damp or wet before I leave in the mornings, I normally just kind of tie it up on here on my little carabiner, and I just kind of let it air dry. My air cushion, so I still have a stock seat on my bike. Right now I just have my air cushion, and you can add air or water in this. Really nice, kept me from having a sore back, especially doing 500+ miles a day. This came in handy, and I really didn't actually install it underneath my seat. I just kind of put it over here and just set it down. And I did not air this up all the way. That's one thing. Don't air this up all the way. It will cause your feet to fall asleep. Just air it up enough to have air in it, and trust me, you'll see a big difference. The next thing that I always bring with me is my leg bag. So this, I normally carry my gun in this and my actual wallet. I keep that on person at all time unless I'm in a place where I can't have my gun. If there is a place such as certain national parks, or I believe all national parks, you're not allowed to carry a gun. But unfortunately, I'm traveling on my motorcycle, so that's kind of hard to do. I'm not going to like leave my gun on the side of the road and then be like, okay, I'm going to enter this park. So what I do is normally I carry my gun in a case and I lock it, and then I put it in my saddlebag and I lock my saddlebag as well. But for those times that I'm not doing any of those things, my gun is on person at all times, just because I normally ride by myself, and I have done solo trips by myself, and I need that extra protection or that extra feeling of protection, so I carry a gun. I also carry my wallet in here because I want to make sure this is on person. So if me and my bike are no longer together, I actually have identification, I have my money, I have anything and everything that I need because it's here. So when I am done and completed packing and everything's ready to go, check to make sure I have everything locked up. So if you could see right here, the rock strap is not really secured tight enough on this thing, so I'm going to probably have to bring them up a little bit more to get it nice and around. And that's why I made sure I got enough of these to make sure that just in case I needed them, they came in handy. And I threw one again in the back of the seat, and then I lock it in place. And now this is secure. It's not going anywhere. It's not going to tip over. And this isn't going anywhere. This isn't going to tip over. But let me show you, when I told you at the beginning, one more thing that I put in the back and don't really do anything else. And I'm going to show you right now. Okay, you guys. So if I needed extra room or I wanted to take off any of my jackets, I'm able to store them right on top of my tent in my sleeping bag and just put the cargo net on top. So this is another great accessory to have just in case you don't want to lug anything, if you don't want to throw it in here, or you don't have room in your saddlebags. This comes in handy. Like I said, I like to kind of keep my saddlebags as empty as possible, because my long distance trip, I did inquire a lot of souvenirs. So that kind of weighed me down a little bit. Everything in here that I packed a few long sleeve shirts, a few short sleeve shirts. I packed 2 tank tops. I packed 4 pairs of biker pants. I packed some tennis shoes. I have my socks, my underwear, my sports bras, even a bathing suit, all of my toiletries in there, anything that I need. I even packed a little bit of makeup, so if I wanted to stop and kind of get a little dolled up, I was able to do so, and everything goes in here, and I'm not even at the halfway point of all the stuff that I could actually pack in here. So the less is better, especially when you're traveling. For example, I actually packed my very first time. I packed way too much, and it weighed my bike down. And I ended up in Colorado, ended up shipping all of that back, and it cost me $36 to ship some of my stuff back. So be mindful of when you pack or what you pack. If you think you need everything, just cut that in half and only bring that. But I'm outpacked. And trust me, if it wasn't cold outside right now, I would really actually just hit the road. So I'm actually kind of upset with myself, because I did all this packing and my bike looks ready. She looks ready. Aphrodite looks ready. She's ready to ride. And once the weather gets really nice, I will be hitting the road again, hitting some more states, finding some more adventures. So hopefully you guys come along for the ride. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification button if you're new to my channel. And that's it, you guys. I hope you guys like this. It doesn't take that long to pack. Make sure you guys leave a comment. Did I miss something, or is there something that I should actually be bringing on my long distance road trips? I would love to hear from you guys. I try to respond to every single one of you guys' comments. So thank you guys. Until next time, I'm out.